handle it. Cool, easily. Okay. All right. Thank you for turning on your video. You can handle it micro easily. Okay. Because I can see your face. Okay. Faces. Then I can feel some reactions from students. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Okay. All right. So today we're gonna talk about technologies. Okay. So think about that. The last time we talked about technologies, right? 6 topics of technologies. Okay. So we are gonna talk about technologies again, but in a little bit different perspective. Okay, different perspective. Then the last time we talked about real technologies. Okay, technological trends, the real things. Okay, and this time we will talk about the approach. Okay, approach of these technologies. Okay, the perspective. Very simple topics. Okay, so we talked about external environments, internal environments. External environments we cannot control. We talked about Pactel. We talked about Potter's by forces model and SWOT analysis, something like that. Also, internal environment, we talk about it, right? Internal environments we can control. We talk about what? Resource. Okay, resource based. Okay. Then technologies. Okay. Again, all the meetings are recorded and uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you miss anything, please use this technology. Okay. All right, let's talk about technology. Okay. Chapter 4. Okay. Before we go, I want to make sure everyone has a good connection. Your audio, video, everything's okay. Please say yes. Thank you, Riley. Thank you, Patrick. Okay, great. All right, let's go. All right, I just want to make sure that the schedules. So we are going to talk about, we've done just one cycle, and the second cycle, we are going to talk about 3 topics, 3 chapters. Okay, chapter 4, 5, 6. Technology, business level strategy, corporate level strategy. Okay. Then we are gonna do exam, presentation, and your simulations. Okay. This is one more cycle, the second cycle. All right, let's go. Oh, we talk about your exams and everything. Yeah, your presentation scores, everything. So let's go. All right, one more keys. So chapter 4, one more keys. Right? And quiz on your canvas. Okay, chapter 4 one case is now available. Okay, chapter 4 one case is now available. Please go ahead on Canvas. And you can find chapter 4 one case right now. Then take it. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, when you're done, please let me know. Okay. All right. Anybody needs more time? Please let me know. Okay, Tinsley, one more minute. We want to wait one more minute. Okay. Okay, Tinsley, you can take your time. Okay. So let's talk about technology. Technology, knowledge, what intelligent. All of these words are just interchangeably used. Okay, same thing. People do not distinguish this. Technology, knowledge, intellectual capital, whatever. Okay, so we are gonna use this word and the same word, technology, or knowledge, whatever. Okay, so let's talk about technology. Basically, in this chapter, okay, we are talking about where this technology comes from. Simple, people, right? People and networks, the relationships between people. Okay, that's why we are talking about people and networks. Okay, to have a better concept of technology. So basically, this chapter is talking about people and networks. Okay, and some theories, very simple theories, easy to understand, so no problem. Okay, so let's talk about it. Number one, the current economy relies on the three traditional financial statements: income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flow has increased. No, this is false. Right? More and more, more and more, other, other evaluations are important. We talked about that balance scorecard. Okay? Why? We talked about this also. Anyone? So these traditional financial statements, okay, the use of these traditional financial statements has decreased. Why? Anyone? We want to talk about technology. Why this? Why these traditional statements, financial statements, has decreased? Why is this less and less important? Please, anyone? Right. Think about technology. And think about these three traditional financial statements. Why these traditional financial statements are less and less important? What is the problem of these financial statements?
I would just say that they're a little bit too simple sometimes, and you can use other different analysis in order to get a better understanding of a business.
Okay, better understanding of the business. What do you mean by better understanding? Really? A little bit more specifically.
Looking at the like past information instead of looking at like the future of the business.
Great, great. So we going to talk about technology, right? How to use this technology for the past, for the future. Future, right? The future for my business in the future. Then think about this. Three traditional financial statements: income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flow. All of these are past, already done records. Okay? These statements do not have any concept of future. But if these statements just focus on the past, then it is limited very clearly. Okay? So it doesn't evaluate the value of technology I have. It's a problem now. Right? Okay? That's why more and more people, many people want to use new, something better evaluation mechanism systems, okay, for your business. Okay. Thank you, Riley. Okay. Great. Okay. Number two, the creation of new knowledge involves a continual inaction of explicit and tacit knowledge. True or false? Yes, it's true. It's true. All right. Explicit and tacit knowledge. Okay. Then what is the explicit? What is the tacit knowledge? Anybody? How do you distinguish explicit and tacit knowledge?
Tacit knowledge is kind of like skills, and knowledge is a little bit harder to explain, whereas explicit is more like stuff you can like read from an instruction manual.
Great. Thank you so much, Adrian. All right. Explicit, you can see it, you can touch it, you can read it. Explicit. Tacit, you cannot. You cannot read it. Not qualified. Okay. And you cannot touch it. You cannot see it. Okay. These are tacit knowledge. Okay. This combination of these two types of knowledge is very important. Okay. All right. Know-how, something like that. Know-how. All right. It should be tacit knowledge. So the last night I talked about the something like analog know-how, analog know-how. So when we use some, it was people who take care of airplanes, and the Delta management, people, and then Delta people was talking about what digital mechanisms, digital tools are great, but they still use analog tools, something like their fingers. It was very interesting story. Okay? There are many, a lot of connections in the airplane, like something electricity circuit, okay? More than 1,000 circuits. Then they have digital, great digital tools to check it out. If one of these disconnected is a problem out of more than 1,000 connections, then okay, some people use the digital the tools to connect every connections more than 10,000. And then actually it was tested by just tens with very experienced people. So there are a lot of connections, something like this, more than 1,000, and they just their hands close to these circuits, and then they just scan with something like that. Then if there is some problem, their fingers will bend to inside, something like that. Because of some electricity, mechanism. Then they just find, oh, this is a problem. Okay? If they use the digital tools, okay, to check more than 1,000 connections, it takes a very long time. But if they use this hand, they just find, immediately. So this is a kind of know-how. Okay? Know-how. This is a test knowledge. Right? Test knowledge. So many people still use their test knowledge to improve their effectiveness and efficiency of their job. All right. Okay. Number 3. The 600-degree evaluation and feedback system addresses many of the limitations of traditional approaches to evaluating human character. Yes, very true. It's very true. Okay. What is the 600-degree evaluation and feedback system? Anybody, please? What is it? 600-degree evaluation system. What is it? Please tell us. Anybody?
It's used to rate like a person's performance.
Okay, yes, to evaluate performance. A person's performance. And Henry says is when you utilize feedback from everyone. Great. Yeah, exactly. It's simple. 600-degree evaluation system, very simple. You evaluate someone from everyone. Okay? This is a 600-degree evaluation. Okay? Think about me. Okay? Me. Somebody wanna evaluate me. Then probably, they can use, some evaluation from students, some evaluations from the other professors, some evaluations from the research community, or some, schools, whatever, school administrative. So most, I am evaluated by everyone around me. Okay? This is 600-degree evaluation system. Okay, very simple things. Simple things. Okay. So it is good. It is good. Okay? Think about that. If I just evaluate by students, okay, like you, probably you cannot evaluate my research capability because you don't understand my research. So it should be evaluated by some other, professors or some other faculty, some other research community members. So if you use multiple types of people to evaluate someone, this is a 600-degree evaluation system. Okay? Number 4, workforce that reflect demographic changes will become more homogeneous over the next few decades with regards to gender, race, ethnicity and nationality, yes. Is it true or false? Not homogeneous, right? False. Okay. So I'm not going to talk about this. Number 5. Unique bundles of resources can contribute to employee competitive advantage. Yes, it's so natural. It's true. Number 6. So we talk about what? People. People. Okay. Why people? Because knowledge is coming from people. Person. Okay. And the next thing is networks, the relationships of people. Social network analysis can be used to help identify groups of clusters of individuals, yes, that comprise the network individuals who link the clusters and other network, yes. That's true. That's true. Okay. So basically in this one case, you need to understand, knowledge is coming from human and social networks. Networks. That's why we talk about some evaluation systems for the people, like a 360 evaluation systems and traditional management system or something like that. Number 7, the management of intellectual property involves, beside patents, contracts with confidentiality and non-compete clauses, copyrights, and the development of trademarks. Yes, very true. Very true. So there are many types of intellectual property protection mechanisms. Okay, patent, everyone knows it, is one of the mechanisms, and non-compete clauses, copyrights, and this. Okay, we will talk about this one briefly. Okay, number 8, the dynamic capabilities. One of the theory about the knowledge include the ability to sense, seize new opportunity, generate new knowledge, and reconfigure existing assets and capabilities. Yes, very true. This theory is really, really simple. Okay, your external environments. Okay? Your external environment. We talked about that you cannot control. Okay? You need to monitor. You need to sense about the opportunity. Then, if you got some opportunities, then you create your knowledge to have this opportunity. This is just central idea of dynamic capabilities. Very simple, really simple theory. Okay, so if you do this greatly, you have a competitive advantage. That's it. Okay? That's it. This is a dynamic capability. Okay. Any question, comment? All right, let's move. Then. Okay, so knowledge, we talked about that. Intellectual capital, technology, okay? And we talked about human capital, how to attract, how to evaluate, how to retain, okay? And social capital, networks, okay? And technology again, dynamic capability theory, we talked about this. Very, very simple theory. I just want to, just mention, just point out some point. That's it. We are talking about Ch4, okay? Intellectual capital. So this is today basically a picture, just one picture. Okay? Right. No team meetings today. We are go straight. Okay? So look at this picture. Anybody, please tell us what you're seeing. The picture. Describe the picture, please.
It looks like a kid is dragging a wheel that kind of looks like a water container. So I'm assuming they're transporting water by rolling it.
Oh, yes. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Aidan. Thank you, Henry. It's a little boy pulling a wheel of water. So you see this thing, water bottles, water containers. It looks like tires. It shapes like tires. Okay. So when I saw this picture, it was really shocking. It was really shocking. because in this village, in this town, there's no gas, there's no electricity. So actually, most highly advanced technology is not used. It's not available. Then this wheel is a, what is that? MIT professor's invention. Okay? MIT guys actually invented this water bucket. Okay, it shapes like a tire. Then it has a lid. That's it. Okay, and this kid, he actually spent 2 hours to travel to reach the water source every day. Just one way, 2 hours. And then he just used the water buckets, 2 buckets. Then he just returned 2 hours again. So in every day he spent 4 hours to have water for his family. Then this invention was delivered. Okay? And then he's so happy to save time. Okay? And he doesn't waste any spilled water. No spilled water. That's great. That's great. Okay? All right, so think about this. If any highly advanced technology, is tried to apply in this situation, probably we couldn't use anything because we didn't have any fundamentals, electricity, gas, or whatever. Okay, but this simple idea actually can improve the performance a lot for him. Okay? So this is appropriate technology. Many people, researchers, are interested in this topic these days. Okay, I just want to present this word, appropriate technology. Appropriate technology, simply speaking, if you have any issue, okay, simple or complicate any technology, resolve this issue, then this is appropriate technology. The technology doesn't need to be very complicated, highly advanced, information-based, whatever. Okay? Any technology that resolve your issues then can be appropriate technology. Okay? So think about that. James Bond and Angus MacGyver, probably some of you already knew MacGyver. It was a TV series, film series. Okay? Anybody knows MacGyver? You don't know that? Okay. All right, so appropriate technology. All right. The reason I mentioned about appropriate technology is yours. Okay? Your technology. You're not engineers. You're not technology guys. Okay? In your job, you will be a manager, investor, consultant, whatever. Okay? So you are not in the heart of technology. Okay? But you still need the technology to resolve your issues. Okay? So when you resolve any issue in your future job, okay, you will use, okay, sometimes very highly expensive technology, but sometimes it is very simple, low technology. Okay. Anything can be good technology. Okay. Always, you don't need to always use highly expensive technology. Okay. If you can use low technology, then it is good way to improve, good way to have your competitive advantage. Okay, so I just want to simply introduce this appropriate technology today. Okay, so this okay replace your team activities today. Okay, so appropriate technology in your future job. Okay, Your technology doesn't need to be highly advanced, okay? Complicated technology. Okay? Your technology can be anything if you resolve your issues. Okay? Any question, comment about appropriate technology? All right, let's move. Okay. Right, intellectual capital, we already talked about that. Knowledge, technology, anything can be intellectual capital. Why we talk about human and social networks? Because intellectual capital is coming from human, people, okay? And relationships of people. Okay. So, this is, think about that. If we focus on traditional 3 types of financial statements, okay, we cannot consider the future value of technology. Then look at this. Apple, market value, and book value. These are what? Yes, accounting, financial statements. Then it's a 100, but market value is a 600, 6 times. Why? Because people in the market evaluate future value. Okay? So 6 times greater. Okay? So ratio of market to book value is a 6, almost 6. Simply say, people say it's a Q ratio. Okay? Just Q ratio. Okay? If somebody says Q ratio, that means market value versus book value. Right? Q ratio. So what makes this 6 times of differences? Technology. Right? Future value. Right? That's why more and more people use market value rather than book value. Okay? And knowledge management, we talked about that. Explicit, codified, documented, something like that. Testimony is like a know-how. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it. This is a testimony. Okay? So, human capital is important when we talk about technology. Why? Human creates technology. So, attracting human capital, developing human capital, retaining human capital, this process is important to have technology. In your HR class, probably you talk about these topics already. Attracting human capital, hire for attitude, train for skills. I love this. I absolutely agree with this. So attitude is very, very important. Okay? So when you hire people, okay, attitude, not skills. Skills you can just train. Okay? Most companies actually train, okay, everything, almost everything for people. Okay? For example, Delta people I met with in the last night, okay, they train almost everything from nothing, okay, from zero base. Okay? So new employees, they train everything. Okay? Actually, they don't see any tips because they already knew that it is worthless. So they train again. Okay? So hire for attitude, train for skills is very important. It's applied to your job market too. So think about your job market. Okay? When you need a job, you go to job market. Then you emphasize your skills. Then your employers, future employers, are interested in it? Probably not. And attitude. Your future employers, okay, they are looking for some good attitude. So it can be applied in your strategy to have a job in your job market. So attitude is more important than skill. Then what are you going to do? You focus on your attitude. Right. Okay. Right. Then developing human capital, training, development. You just read this, then you can understand that. 360-degree evaluation feedback system, we talked about that, right? So evaluate by everyone. Everyone. Okay? This is a 600 degrees. And retention mechanisms. Oh, non-financial reward. Okay. At this point, I assume you read the textbook already, so I just want to, keep up, just emphasize some point. Non-financial, okay? This is my belief and my experience. At the beginning of my career, or some the early stage of my career, and that financial rewards was important, like a 6-digit figures, and then my financial rewards go up, then at some point, I don't care. I don't care. Then in my career, I pursued some other things, some like reputations, respect, and recognitions in my careers. So I just wanna make it clear this: financial reward is very important, but there is a saturated point. Okay? And after some point, financial reward is not more important. Then non-financial reward is getting more and more important. Okay, so I just want to let you know this. Right, diversity. You just think about it, and social capital. In this textbook, is talking about very simple social network analysis. This is a social network analysis. We have how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in this networks, dots and nodes in this networks, who is the most important person? How do you think? Who is the most important? All right. Okay. Ivan says Frank, and Brian says Mary. Okay. All right. So many people say Mary. Okay, because Mary connects this group of people: George, Bill, Frank, Susan. Yes, it makes sense. Okay, makes sense. And Frank, probably Ida says the volume of networks. Frank has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people networks. Right, Aidan? My guess is correct?
Correct.
All right. Then, okay, the volume. Okay. So in terms of the volume of the networks, okay, and Frank is the best one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, including Marie. Okay. So this is it's a reasonable tool. Okay, reasonable tool. Okay. That means we have multiple dimensions of social networks. So when you have this networks, then you need to think about multiple dimensions. Okay. Oh, Frank is the best one in terms of the size of network. And Marie is the best one to connect all the groups. Okay. So, in the size, Frank, the best. Marie, we say Marie's role is structural core. If we don't have Marie, okay, and George, Frank, Bill, Susan, these networks are disconnected. So it's a problem too. Okay. So Marie is a critical role in this social network. And Frank also has a critical role to improve the volume of the networks too. Okay. So you need to understand. You need to understand the multiple dimensions of social networks. Okay. How about Fred? Fred is a lonely wolf. So at least in terms of social network, okay, Fred doesn't contribute a lot. Okay? So this is how we understand social network analysis. There is no the best measure. There's no best one we need to think about. Okay? Actually, there are multiple dimensions of networks. Okay, so Aidan has a good point, and many people, and Brian has a good point too. Great. I love it. I love your perspectives. All right. So this is a social network analysis. So structural holes, we talked about that, right? So Marie is a structural hole. So you can understand, the closure relationships and breaching relationships. And overcoming barriers to collaborations. I just want to point out this not invented here syndrome. Okay, not invented here syndrome. Many people doesn't like the external technologies because it hurts. It hurts the stability they have in their jobs. Okay? So it creates many times internal inertia, all right, to have external inventions. So this is not invented here syndrome. We see a lot of requests, okay? But as a manager, okay, strategy, okay, plan to avoid that invented here. You need to think about it when you try new ones, okay? And group think too. Okay, then protecting intellectual assets, intellectual property rights. Okay, there are many mechanisms, and you just look at your textbook. Then dynamic capabilities again. Okay, this theory. Okay, there are many descriptions, much description of this theory, but dynamic capability theory is really simple things. External environments. Okay? You are looking for business opportunities. Then, if you find it, okay, you create your knowledge to have it, okay, grab it. If you do this very well, you have a competitive advantage. This is dynamic capability. Okay, too simple. Okay, too simple to be a theory actually. Okay, so if you understand this, just a central idea of dynamic capabilities. Oh, this is dynamic capabilities. So dynamic capabilities include internal process, routines, strategic decision-making, alliances, and acquisitions. That's it. This is pretty much about chapter 4. Very simple topic. Okay? Very simple topic. I just want to overview some important points. That's it. Okay? Any question? Comment? All right. The point. Okay, the point. Next time we are talking about what? Business level strategy. This is the most fundamental, the central idea of strategy. So chapter 5, chapter 6, business level, corporate level strategies, these two topics will be the most important topics in this course. Okay? So when you read okay, these two chapters, okay, please read very carefully. Okay? The central ideas of central chapters, okay, of this course, chapter 5 and 6. Okay? All right, any question, comment, any concern before we go? No? Okay, so everyone is okay to go? Please say yes. I just want to make sure. So we're done chapter 4. Yeah? All right, great job. Your discussions today was great. Okay, so I will see you on Wednesday. Okay, we're gonna talk about chapter 5, business illustration. All right, good job. Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Good discussions today.